Procrastination is usually described as laziness, a lack of discipline, a lack of motivation, a failure of character. But this explanation does not always fit. Some of the people who procrastinate the most are highly intelligent. They think deeply, they analyze carefully, they understand consequences, and yet they delay. Not occasionally, repeatedly. The question is not why lazy people procrastinate. The question is why smart people do. Intelligence creates awareness. Awareness creates complexity. And complexity increases hesitation. When a task appears simple, action is easy. But intelligent individuals rarely see tasks as simple. They see implications. They see risks. They see trade-offs. Every decision carries potential outcomes. And the more outcomes you imagine, the heavier the decision feels. So delay becomes natural, not because they cannot act, but because they see too much. Overthinking is not random. It serves a purpose. It reduces uncertainty by simulating outcomes. The brain runs scenarios. What if this fails? What if this backfires? What if this is not optimal? Each scenario feels useful. It feels responsible. It feels intelligent. But thinking is not neutral. It consumes energy. And at some point, thinking replaces doing. The simulation becomes more comfortable than the real attempt, because simulation has no consequence. Intelligent people often value precision. They want the best approach, the right strategy, the optimal timing. Starting imperfectly feels inefficient. So they wait, they refine, they adjust, they prepare. Preparation feels productive, but preparation without action is stagnation disguised as effort. The standard becomes so high that beginning feels premature, so the beginning never arrives. There is another layer. Smart individuals are often aware of their potential, and potential creates pressure. If you believe you could succeed, failure feels heavier. If you believe you are capable, mistakes feel unacceptable. So action is delayed to protect identity. As long as you have not tried, your potential remains intact. Untested potential cannot be disproven. So delay becomes a shield. Intelligence also improves justification. The delay is reframed as strategy. This is not the right time. I need more information. I should think this through. Each explanation sounds reasonable, because it is. But reason does not always align with progress. Sometimes it aligns with comfort. And comfort preserves delay. Procrastination is exhausting. The task remains mentally active. The decision remains unresolved. Energy is spent anticipating action, but no progress is made. This creates a paradox. The person feels busy, but nothing moves. Mental effort replaces physical movement. And because thinking feels productive, the absence of results is tolerated. Understanding a task does not equal engaging with it. Clarity reduces confusion. Action increases exposure. Exposure introduces risk. Risk creates tension. The brain prefers clarity. It avoids exposure. So intelligent people stay in the clarity phase. They analyze. They structure. They conceptualize. But they hesitate to execute. Not because they lack ability, because execution removes control. Over time, this pattern limits growth. Opportunities are delayed. Skills are underdeveloped. Confidence erodes quietly. Not because the person is incapable, but because action was postponed repeatedly. Each delay feels minor, but accumulation changes trajectory. And the individual remains aware of what could have been done. Awareness without movement creates frustration, which often leads to more overthinking, and the cycle continues. Procrastination is not always laziness. Sometimes it is intelligence misdirected. The same ability that allows deep understanding can create hesitation. The same awareness that improves analysis can increase fear. Understanding this does not eliminate procrastination, but it clarifies the mechanism. And clarity, when combined with action, can finally interrupt the delay. Not by thinking more, but by moving before the analysis feels complete.